so got market.
What's going on, guys? It's your favorite mortgage lender, Abdel Khawatmi, Got Mortgages. We are about to have in our studio a special guest, George Moran. George is one of the owners of HomeTeam Inspections. He's been in the inspection world since a very young age. I think we're all going to appreciate the conversation that we have where we talk about migrating from another country here to USA, literally accomplishing the American dream, talking about some of the changes in his industry and how it's translating to his success, and most importantly, finding that work-life balance that we all strive for. Make sure you guys tune in, and this is another episode of the Got Mortgages podcast. Boom. What's going on, guys? It's your favorite mortgage lender, Abdel Khawatmi, Got Mortgages, coming at you guys with another episode of the Got Mortgages podcast, and we have got a very special guest, George. What's up, bud?
Hello there. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Well, I appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you.
George is one of our top inspectors when it comes to just home inspection, commercial inspections, and all that fun stuff. He served several of our clients, including personal clients as well, with families. And George, I appreciate you coming on. It's been several months since we last had you on. New office in Toms River, right?
Very nice office, by
Thank you. So thank you for making a trip out. We just finished our mastermind that we have together. Talk to me. How's business treating you so far?
It's been a little slower than normal, but, you know, this is the best time to actually build up relationships.
Sure.
So if you're not busy doing inspections, you have to be out there getting to know people and, you know, reinforcing relationships, basically.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
How was 2025?
Fantastic. Yeah. My God, I hit my goal plus. So, you know, I like it. Even though I was traveling a lot during the year, my number went up, so which tells me the market was better. And I think the market this year is going to be better, too, once we get over all this cold weather and all the I don't want to go out kind of deal.
Sure.
It's going to hit the market like in a space, so better be ready.
Well, congratulations. It's always fun,
that.
Especially when you get to look back at things, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yes.
From the up down.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing home inspections?
For my own company, going into 6 years now.
6 years?
Yeah,
and
since
how about
I opened my company.
When did you know, one of my favorite questions I always ask is, you know, in second grade, did you want to be a home inspector? Right? It's your show and tell stuff.
I'm funny. It's so cool you asked that question. Father owned a construction company.
Got it.
So, you know, we never really got along when we were working together. Like, we always bumping heads because he had his way to do it. I had my way to do it. But on the other end, I mean, I was learning so much through the process. And then eventually when I went to school, got my master's and the whole nine, I was actually working a part-time with somebody else because I never really got away from construction. Sure. I like construction. Once you like something, that's why I would say these days I don't work. I have fun, you know. That's what I do. I go through the process. And along with that, I teach classes for a while. So I get a background where I can take somebody and just explain things in a way that they understand.
Sure.
And having the Spanish background is even better because in Spanish, we don't have one Spanish. We have many dialects to go to the Spanish. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans do not speak the same as South Americans.
Yep.
So you have to know the language. You have to know how to talk to people.
I love that. And I mean, just that statement alone, there's so much to unpack. So, you know, at what point did you realize that your dad was always right?
From the beginning,
right?
But I never accepted.
Well, from the beginning,
yeah. Now I say, yeah, he was right. Yeah,
dude, we lost my father 2 years ago, but I always look back every single time as we got older. Right, we had our first. We were 20. Oh, wow. 20 turning 21. So it was like this, you know, these people are old and stuff like that. And then you mentioned that. So kudos to that.
They know what they're doing. They know
hate it too, right? Because now obviously we have our kids and now you're sitting there and then they say stuff and you're like, oh, wait, I just can't wait till we understand where we're coming from. So construction, obviously when you're going into construction, you really got to know like the second you walk in a room.
No, yeah, definitely.
Instantaneously. I mean, even pinpicking stuff in our office today.
Yeah.
Right? Where you notice stuff, and I'm like, I would have never looked up. Right? Like, you know this stuff, but you only notice it until it's a huge problem.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I want to shift just a little bit, right? Some of the comments that you mentioned, right? So inspections, obviously, I'm sure transitioned over the years, right? With technology.
Yes.
Right? Where some of the stuff maybe might have done somewhat old school. What are some of the cool stuff that you're kind of seeing right now that's making your jobs a little bit more efficient?
My God, I am so in love that you asked me this question. The new trend, and I guess I'm not supposed to say it, but it's coming anyway.
Sure.
The new thing is like we're gonna be able to do inspections with glasses on. We don't have to use a cell phone anymore.
Way.
Yeah, it's all gonna be VR. So basically, you can connect it to Zoom, and through your phones, you can take pictures as you go, and just say to the video, "Hey, listen, there's a problem here. I see some mold by the wall, right in the corner, the right corner of the basement last room." And
You
it's
can
going to
take pictures,
translate,
record,
it's going to translate, and you're going to be able to edit your report after the fact.
Oh, I love it. So you can
So,
dictate through the camera,
Straight
through
up
the
to the
glasses,
camera and all that, yeah.
I love that.
Is that cool or what, man? So,
But you know me when it comes to this. I mean, I'm already,
I figure
like,
you would love that.
How do I, like, can it look at
Yeah.
someone's tax returns and spit back the income?
There you go. Exactly. So that's like the new trend that's coming up.
And one thing, as I got to know you more, and I think it's been over maybe 2 years now.
I think we're going to retreat now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Time flies. I've never been one to make assumptions off of first impressions. I think the human body and the human element has so much to go to it. But I never had pictured you to be someone who's like so in touch with the modern stuff. And it's not just your cool Facebook and videos that. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny. You guys got to check out his Facebook and his Instagram. He's got a lot of really cool videos, and the platforms that he's got, and some of them are like, holy shit, that's really good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. We use some of the AI, like
100%.
sitting on the mastermind here. If you haven't been to one, you're missing out big time. Sitting here, he brings you up to new ideas, and how you get out of here is enriched with so much. And then, of course, you won't be able to apply to everything at once, but as you go little by little, it catches up, and it's good stuff.
It does, and it makes us so much more efficient. But the part that I always see is like, when you're in the field, right? And you hear me say this all the time, right? Real estate agents and home inspectors, I envy you guys so much when it comes to like the final closing table, because you get to, in many instances, see the client, touch the client, and we used to do that too. Just now our business is fairly spread out. But I'm sure with all this stuff, it allows you even better of an opportunity to have like pinpoint stuff more to, and your personality does that already. But pinpoint more stuff to, and then this thing is like taking the notes and articulating.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be like a new trend, man. It's gonna be crazy.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
so cool. Now I know obviously, like always, right? We could do stuff throughout the entire Jersey, but I know like most of us successful professionals, you got to kind of like pinpoint a specific niche.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
So what's kind of like that picture perfect niche that you've identified that you've been targeting recently?
Well, what do they say? You can do the $1 million one inspection during the year and just go rest, or you can chase it.
Sure.
I'm not crazy about driving all over New Jersey, so I would love to concentrate on this area. But I understand that my market is mostly on the Spanish field.
Yes.
So we buy Spanish. We buy everywhere. So
you guys don't discriminate.
Camden,
you're buying everywhere.
Yes. Yes. I've been in Camden. I've been in the other side of Hackenstown. Like all the areas where there are openings right now. That's basically where I've been. So my niche will be really to build up a team.
Got it.
That would be my big thing. You build up a team where I can send them out this way, send them out the other way, and just keep going as long as I pick the right personality, the right person to fit the profile and kind of translate what I'm doing. And, me being on the phone talking to a client, hey, listen, this is what he's found. Maybe you should look into that a little bit more, and let's sit down together when you're back on this area, or I can meet you somewhere and we can finish it up, properly.
Got it. So you guys heard them. For any home inspectors who are looking for a new location, those of you guys who are obviously looking for more jobs, because we all know George stays super busy.
Yes.
Make sure you guys reach out. So I want to shift a little bit, because that's always one of the hardest things, is because I know you've got your admins, you've got your team, you know, and all that fun stuff. At what point did you realize, like, damn, George Moran can't do everything? Right? And it's
a hard realization, isn't it?
Dude, I mean, I have to literally have that conversation with myself all the time. At what point did you realize, like, I can't do anything? And how hard was it to make that leap to eventually accept that you needed that support staff behind the scenes?
At the end of the year, when I reached my goal and I realized going beyond that, it's going to be almost impossible.
Yeah.
Because I reached the top. And if I wanted to get like the 1 extra inspection, the 10 extra inspection, the 100 extra inspections, I won't be there. I won't be able to do it. I mean, I can only be presently so much, and I can only be online so much, and through internet, through different platforms. But at some point, physically, I'm done.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and that's the crazy part about your businesses and many like businesses, right? Is you have a product that you need, you know, to be inspected, and I can't virtually do it, right?
I can't do my work from home.
So we always talk. So you're obviously a workaholic like me and many successful professionals, but I know you've also been your significant other for a while.
Yes,
right?
20 years.
How many years?
28 years.
Holy shit!
And I asked her to marry me again, so we're gonna do that.
Which is why I asked. So I know you guys you recently renewed your vows.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Or in the process, whatever they call it.
I got down on my knees and asked her with a new ring and the whole nine. Yes.
I saw the picture and I was like, I thought he's been with his wife for a long time. I thought I won in that category, but I didn't. You know, Ashley and I just hit 18.
Ooh,
so you got 10 on me.
Oh, well.
So,
you're younger than me,
God
too.
bless you, because shit, you know, after 18, you're like, do you really want to do this?
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Totally.
It's amazing at the end, yeah.
100%. Now, you mentioned traveling.
Yeah.
And I love to travel, and I know you love to travel.
Yes.
And you travel with purpose, right?
Yes.
I know you're also you've got some awesome international stuff going on too.
Yes.
When did you realize? Well, were you born here or you were born in Peru?
No, in Peru. I came over when I was 19.
19. And then was your father also someone who was into constructions overseas as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's always been handy. He's always been building. Right now, as a matter of fact, he's still building in Peru. Guy is 74.
Yeah.
And you see it still carrying a wheelbarrow with stuff in it, bringing it in. Hey, Dad, what you doing? Come on, just take a seat. No. I'll stop when I rest when I'm done. You know how they say.
They're built different.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes. And he's still strong, man.
Yeah.
You try to to wrestle that guy. He's strong, man. Yeah.
That's so awesome. So you know, 19, right? So that's what. Let's call it a few,
1991.
Was that 5 years ago?
Plus one.
I love it. So 1991, you guys came here. I was 1, which is crazy. How was that transition, right? Because, dude, 19 years old. I mean, by 19, no, I didn't have Layla. I wasn't that young. I was already my second year in with Ashley, right, with my wife.
Wow, is that early? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we met college, 18 years old.
Wow.
She was still 17, and then she said yes to this jackass, and she still says yes every
Smart
day,
girl.
right? But dude, it's so funny. I never knew that. I'm not going to be stereotypical and say I'm assuming you were born there, but I knew obviously you had such a love and heritage for Peru.
Yes.
Which is where my like assumption comes of like, oh, he probably was born there and nurtured there and stuff. But I didn't realize it was 19. I thought it was always, your assumption is sometimes younger. Yeah. 19 years old. How was that transition?
Oh, it was tough.
Because I'm sure you said it just like we say it, just like so many successful professionals. Is like, I can't stand my father.
Yeah.
Until you get older, and then you're like, fucker, right?
Yeah.
But you brought a point. 19 years old, coming here, probably thought you can conquer the world. And then having to hear from mom and dad saying, hey, we got to come to the U.S. How was that?
All right. So it started, they didn't tell me until I was 18.
Okay.
So that was a shock right away. And I actually left somebody behind me over there. You know how you always grow up.
Sure.
in the process, once I got here, my whole perspective was I'm gonna work here for a couple of years, make some money, and
Go back.
Yeah,
Which I'm sure so many people.
yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
No,
It
so
never
many
works
people
that
have
way.
that.
Yeah,
Like almost all the time, I talk to successful entrepreneurs or somebody who's just just hustling day in day out, and they came.
yeah,
The perspective, I'm sure my father's perspective was probably work, and then eventually move back home. Or
everybody's really.
the saying of, and I think there's so many great cultures out there, but the the Latino culture and Arabic culture and so many cultures, right? We make money and we send money back home.
Yes, yes.
And I think what ends up happening, like my father-in-law till this day, sends money back home.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Even if it pisses off my mother-in-law.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay.
But how was that realization?
But anyway, once I got here,
Yeah.
19, no paperwork, you can't really work. But even though I came in, through the process,
Sure.
I finally get my work permit. 3 months into it, guess what? I was the only one that was able to secure a job in a family of 5. So, 20 years old, working 3 jobs, trying to make some money to support the family. Finally, I'm 21, 22. I leave the house because I couldn't stand it anymore. My father, we and I didn't get along working. It was also tough to
Definitely
live in that house.
I'm sure it starts personal,
Yes.
personal to working
Yes.
to
He doesn't know this at this point. I'm like, first time I'm saying it.
totally.
But it was very hard. So I had to leave the house. I move out, and but I'm still helping them. I'm still supporting them a little bit. Finally get my own thing. I tried to go back to school. That didn't work. All of a sudden, I became Mr. Gigolo.
Gotta make sure your wife doesn't hear this.
I was
Right.
making decent money.
We're gonna censor her.
I was making decent money. So I was spending decent money.
Sure.
I should have saved at that point. Oh, man, I would have so
That was
much
the last thing
money
you were thinking
right
about.
now. Yeah, I'm just enjoying. I'm having fun. And then when I'm finally 24, I go back to Peru and meet my wife again. And that was it for me, man. When you're ready, you're ready.
Yeah.
Man,
You
once
had
I
your fun
married
for
that
years,
woman,
right?
yeah.
That's a good time.
Once I married that woman, the whole thing changes,
Yeah.
man. And this is when you start thinking about, this is the person I want to be. I want to build for her. I want to build for a family. I want to make sure that that I'm the one that provides. Now the man comes out and you start being, So again, going back to having 3 jobs, making sure we put some money away. She decides to go to school too. She gets a job, so, and then we've been building ever since, man.
Sure.
I think that's what gives me the toughness. That's how I know how select what I do and how much I got to work for it and where do I want to put my money.
Yeah.
It's different, I work 28 years in corporate and I have to put up with a lot of stuff in order to get to where I was. I was a director of operations. I was making good money. But I tell you what, I make more money now, and I got more freedom because I decided to build my own thing,
Well, congratulations on the successful
Thank
marriage.
you, sir.
And then most importantly, successful career. On this last note, so you talk about transitioning from corporate to building your own business.
Yes.
Right. And I love having these conversations because I love to get to know the professional too. Because I didn't know you had your master's as well. Which somewhat makes sense, right? If you're a business owner out there or somebody who's aspiring and you're young, right? We're kind of trained to you have to go to school.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure our parents, obviously they work hard, but it's like that cliche of you have to go to school and you have to do this and you have to do that. I've always been a firm believer of going to school. I don't appreciate paying my student loans, but we do it. So you went bachelor's, master's, and then obviously working through corporate, which was kind of like the, let's call it the American dream, right? At what point did you realize, yo, dude, I don't want to go 9 to 5, even though I'm sure you're making well over 6+ figures.
Yeah.
At what point were you like, hey, man, I want to, it's time to build my own business? And was it home inspections first? or was it something else and then it changed to home inspections?
No, it was something else before home inspections. I was thinking because he goes back to, oh man, I don't want to deal with what my father said.
You tried construction?
Yeah, still going that way.
Oh, that's great.
But before that, no, I wanted to be a customer representative for a nursing home, a very successful nursing home. But it was basically going back to corporate.
Totally. Yeah, you're basically back to working for somebody.
Nah, not doing this. I'm staying away from this. I want to build my own. And of course, my wife, she's always been so supportive. She goes, no, do what you like.
Yeah.
And make sure whatever it is that you're happy with it and you keep doing it. So I did put it together, and I applied for this franchise, and they liked me from the beginning. They knew what I was coming from. They understand my corporate background, and they said, hey, man, you're perfect. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But how did I decide to leave corporate? Corporate is unforgiving. It's like politics.
Totally.
At some point, somebody comes in new, fresh, which is the new thing, and with him, he brings everybody that he believes supports his dream. Not really what you've been building all this long.
Yeah.
So when it came to that point, I'm like, you know what? That's it. That's that. Yeah.
And it's funny, man. I attribute that to God too. I think God also, sometimes gives us that, hey, buddy, it's time. I'll never forget it. Similar way where I used to work in a law firm and so on and so forth, and we made a lot of money. Still, also at the same time doing mortgages, and I'll never forget. At one point, we had several cases where we settled. I got a portion of the closings and all that stuff, and it was a month that you made, really good money. And then it was very questionable. It's like, well, I don't know if it makes sense for us to do this percentage slip and that percentage slip. The next day I packed my bags and left.
That's it.
And went 100% into mortgages.
Beautiful. Great story.
So I love that you hear that, because you're like, hey, I'm building this. I'm building your business from a corporate structure. And I'm sure they're a great company. But it's also like, well, if my value is not going to be 100% appreciated, why don't I go and build my own?
What am I doing here?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, last fire question. What was something that you realized in the beginning when you became that jump to an entrepreneur that you wish you could tell yourself now, hey, don't do this, or hey, do that, right?
Yeah. I wish I would have been more outgoing and I knew more about social media.
Yes.
And how to market myself when I started. Because
nobody teaches you that.
No, and it was just, I spent a lot of money trying to actually learning that process. I wish I would have avoided that. I would have been making more money now and be more successful. Be honest with you.
So to your point, where it's like, I wish I, one, knew that it was important, right?
Yeah.
Two, I think it was also like, from what I gather, is I wish I actually started doing it.
Yeah.
Rather than learning how to do it.
Yes. I wish I would have already applied for it and just build from there. Like when I pick a franchise, it's because I knew starting my own thing from the scratch, it would have been 10 times more difficult than just taking the whole thing and just
plugging and play.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I love that, man. I think we've known each other for 3 years, and I think I got to know you more in the last several minutes than all that
thank
time.
You, sir.
Any parting words that you have for the audience? Any recommendations that you're looking for?
If you're gonna sell your home, whether it's tomorrow, a year from now, make sure you team up with the right team. Don't just take your anchor recommendation or somebody else's that's been through the process, because what they went through is not the same thing you are going to go through. Yes. So make sure you team up with the right team. If you have it on your mind, do a pre-inspection. From my perspective, it's like the best thing you can do. I've been saving a lot of people a lot of money because I come in and I point out little things that they just didn't see it. If you walk by something too many times, you get used to it. Your eye doesn't understand, but they don't care. I come in and I just show you, hey, listen, that could be a problem. And if I come in on the other side, the budget side, you are going to have to pay a lot of money for that when it's a simple fix.
Yeah.
So, that would be the best way to go about it. If it is a year from now, start now. So you can, have the time to do it, and it doesn't have to be that costly a one shot.
Sure. If people are looking to find you online, where can they find you?
HomeTeam Inspection Service in Monmouth County. Look for my friendly face. It might be cartoonish expression of mine. Yes. Look me up in Google. I have 266 5 stars reviews, and just read what they say. People like my approach, the way I take them through the house, and the way I show them things, and how fast I can get you a report done, and I can get you all kind of reports, whatever you need, whatever inspection you need, I got you. And if I don't do it myself, I bring somebody with me, and guess what? I also know a lot of people that can take care of the problem after the fact. So whatever we find, we can get you going. No problem.
I love it. Well, I appreciate you having us on.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course.
Man. Appreciate
Absolutely.
That. It's always a pleasure with you.
Thank you. This concludes another episode of the Got Mortgages podcast. Make sure, if you guys have not, to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel and follow our good friend, George Moran. Thanks, guys. Catch you guys next time. 3, 4.